Hi and welcome to Neuroscience for everyone. In this video, I'm going to tell you about the axon and the dendrites of a neuron. Apart from the soma or cell body that we saw in the previous video, neurons have a long projection arising from the soma called the axon. Axons are unique to neurons and is not found in any other type of cell. An axon is involved in the transfer of information over distances. It begins with axon hillock, which tapers away from the soma. This is the first segment of the axon. The structure of an axon is different from that of the soma. So, they also differ in their functions. That is, they both have different protein compositions. There is no rough endoplasmic reticulum in the axon. However, it is present more in the soma as said in the previous video about the cell body of the neuron. So there is no protein synthesis taking place in the axon. All axonal proteins come from getting synthesized in the soma. The axonal membrane also has different composition of proteins. This enables the axon to serve as a wire that send information over great distances. Branches that come from axon are called axon collaterals. These travel long distances and communicate with various other parts of nervous system. However, sometimes axon and axon collaterals tend to communicate with the same neuron or with the dendrites of the neighboring neuron. These are called recurrent collaterals. The length of the axon may range from being less than a millimeter to being about a meter. Axons can range from less than 1 micrometer in diameter to having 25 micrometer in diameter in humans. Squid has the largest axon diameter of 1 millimeter. The size of the axon is important because the nerve impulse, which is the speed of electrical signals that sweeps down the axon, depends on axon diameter. The thicker the axon, the faster the impulse. At the end of the axon is the axon terminal. These appear as swollen discs. It is a site where axon comes in contact with other neurons and passes the information. This point of contact is called the synapse. The cytoplasm of the axon terminal differs from the axon. How? Let's see. Microtubules do not extend into the axon terminal. There are numerous bubbles of membranes called synaptic vesicles present in the axon terminal. These contain and release neurotransmitters, that is, the chemical messengers for information communication. There are more proteins present in the inner surface of the membrane facing the synapse. Because all information passing happens here, the energy demand is high, and so mitochondria can be found in abundance in axon terminals. The last and final main part of a neuron are the dendrites. Dendrites are the projections that extend from the soma and resemble the branches of a tree. The dendrites of a single neuron are collectively called dendritic tree, and each branch of the tree is called dendritic branch. Dendrites are like the antennae and receive signals or information from other neurons. So, they are covered with thousands of synapses. The dendritic membrane under the synapse has many specialized proteins called receptors. These detect the neurotransmitters and help in neuron communication. There are small structures that cover the dendrites of a neuron called dendritic spines. These receive some type of synaptic input. The cytoplasm of the dendrites are the same as axons, that is, they are filled with cytoskeletal elements and mitochondria. However, one interesting difference is that polyribosomes can be observed mostly under the dendritic spines. On the whole, a neuron is made of soma or cell body, axon, and dendrites. I hope these last few minutes have been useful to you. If so, like and share the video. To know more about neuroscience, please subscribe to this channel. Thank you.